What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to a brand new deck music video. I appreciate you dropping by. Today I'm going to give you my review on the Disciple Knights of the Round Table Volume 6 compilation. You might be wondering, why are you not standing up? Why are you not being active? Whatever that I normally do. Well, it is 11:41 p.m. at night. It is, what's the date? It is the 18th of April, and I'm leaving tomorrow to go see my brother's final college theater production. He's a theater major, so we're going to see that. And I'm leaving tomorrow, and I'm trying to get this out because the comp has been out for a little bit. It's been out since the 29th of March, so I've been a little late to get to this just because it's a 30 track compilation. It is just so much. So I know a lot of people have already covered this. I still have Malignant Volume 3 to get to, which I have not done, and some other things like the Beast Boy album. I know everyone's waiting on that. So I'm getting to them all. I'm editing everything on this trip because, you know, I have like 12 hours of car rides to do. So I'm editing everything, but I just needed to get this out. And so that's why I'm not able to be active or lively, because it is 11:42 p.m. at night, and this is the day before I leave. So I have listened to the entire compilation already, and this is me giving you my thoughts on each song individually. It might not be as precise or as specific as I would want it to be. I did listen to the majority of each song though. I didn't like skip around. Sometimes I would skip like the midsection or like a little bit of the intro if it was longer, but I pretty much listened to the entire track to give my full honest opinion, although I won't be able to describe things in detail like I usually do. So there's that. However, let's just go ahead and start. We have 30 tracks to get through, and I still have to pack for this trip. This is going to be a fun night, isn't it? Our first track is Graphite with Closer. This song was actually pretty decent. The sound design I thought was really phenomenal. All of the sounds that were used were really good. Like, I didn't have any issues with those. However, the hardstyle section, totally not for me. I am just not a fan of hardstyle in my personal opinion. So I was like, meh about that, but I can understand why some people would like that, and it didn't really take away from the song for me. The second drop is an awesome change from the original drop, and it stays within the idea as well, so I thought that was pretty cool. Overall, I gave this song an 8.5 out of 10. Up next, we have Nosphere with Brig of Dread. The intro, in my opinion, did not fit with the drop at all. I thought, as you can kind of hear it right now, it's just a different kind of dark synthy type thing, and then it just goes into something really heavy, and I don't know. I didn't think that it fit, personally. I was hoping for a better ease into it, if you could say. The drop, though, did hit very hard, as we're hearing. I am listening to these live, so the editing makes this easier for me. I don't want to have to add in 30 songs in a car, so I'm just going to play it live. Drop, though, hits really hard. I love that. And I do like the ambience in the mid section as well. There's like the tribal voice that we heard earlier. I just think that's really cool. I think that adds a lot to the song. So I do really like that. The second drop is cool, but I wrote nothing too amazing. So there you go. Overall, I rated the song a 7.5 out of 10. All of these are out of 10, by the way, so I'm not going to say that anymore, but 7.5 for this one. Next up, we got my boy Sharks with Subterranean. I love how Sharks makes his own visuals, Rainbow Gun still being my absolute favorite visually, and maybe even one of his songs. I mean, I love that song so much, and that was also my first Sharks song that I really enjoyed and also found him on. The video for Subterranean is nothing less than special, just a phenomenal video. I love the glitchy parts at the end of all the phrases and stuff. I think that's super cool. Drop sounds are disgusting. B-section glitches and depth are awesome. I wrote that in all caps. And I love the simplicity of the second drop. The rocky material sounds are awesome with the visuals. So I remember in the video, he had like these rocks or this like material type thing on screen, but it really sounded like it was there too, and I loved it. You can still kind of hear it even right now. Just that rocky element, earthy sound. I love it. I think that is super cool, and the video showed that well. There's also a triplet B section for the B drop, which is just phenomenal. I love it. So overall, I gave this one a 9.5. Up next, we have E-Craze, Bizo, and Emily Styles with Death Row. The lyrics are okay on this one. I don't feel like it fits with the heaviness of this song. Nothing against a female voice. I think everyone loves a female voice. I do in particular as well. I think it's great. For this song in particular, I would have gone with a male voice. I just think that is, I don't want to say the word objectively, but I just feel like that would be better. So there are some triple parts in this song that hurt a little too much when you're listening to it at high volume. A drop B section is pretty cool. And then the B drop is a good switch, but again, nothing special. Overall, I gave this a 5. Up next, we have Kreitcher and Sam Lamar with Phantom. I love, as you can hear right now, I love the intro ambiance and the drums. Just, I think that is so cool. Like, I love this. I think it was really cool. I do not like the vocal one line, which it says, drop it like it's hot. I don't like that. It is way too overused. I think someone, or probably many people have said this, it's overused. I'm done with it. I don't want to hear it anymore. It's just turned into a meme at this point as well. Some treble parts that hurt, just like the last song, but the sounds used are really, really good. The flow is also pretty sweet. The A drop B section is really good. There's some screeches that are not for me though. And then the B drop is a great rendition of the idea. I love the synth chords at the end of all the phrases. Overall, I gave this a 7.5. Up next, we have Bandles with Brain Rot. This is the most popular on the entire compilation at 31,000 listens according to Spotify. Overall, pretty okay song. The snare is really loud in this song, and I freaking love it. Love that snare. I don't like the watery high sustain, but the rest of the A drop is really good. The fills are fast, but they're simple, and I like it. I'm trying to find one right now, but I don't know. I think they're really fast. They're fast paced. But they're simple. There it is. That's what I got that off of. They're simple to do. I think it's cool. The trap midsection is kind of meh, not for me. The B drop, my face literally said, "What is what I wrote down?" So that's pretty funny. I like the change, but I don't think it fits here. It doesn't maintain the loudness of the song. So overall, I gave this a 6.5. Up next, we have MOB and Mike Shift with The Art of Jumping. It's really cool to see Mike Shift on Disciple, let alone just a heavier song, since he's more of a color bass melodic dubstep producer. So pretty cool. I love the bass movement. As you're hearing right now, the bass movement in the intro is just phenomenal. I think it's super cool. Also really fits in with the theme of the song, the title. I think it's cool. The flow of this song is nothing less than special. Super cool. I'll let you hear it out. Just think it's super fun. Like, I'm literally bouncing right now, which is just great. I don't like how the A drop and the build up are basically the same section. Literally, I was listening to it just goes straight in, and there is like not even an attempt at a transition. I'm like, no, it needed a midsection, let alone a transition. I think this song could have used a midsection, but personally, if anything, it could have just used a better transition because there wasn't even an attempt. The B drop B section is meh. Overall, I rated this an 8. Up next, we got Nevaders with Won't Get Lost. The meme vocals I think are really cool. Just think it's a nice little touch. The A drop flow, as you'll see here, is disgusting. I just think that's gross. That is, wow. The sounds and the depth in particular is what I really love. There's a little thing in the back that makes me feel like I'm in a submarine. It's there. It's on the offbeats. I feel like it's like a radar almost in a submarine. I just think it's kind of cool. And the B drop effects, they sound really weird. The B drop effects just don't hit it for me. So overall, I rated this an 8.5. Up next, we have Izadi with Astral. I would love to hear some real horns from this man and not MIDI horns. I like the use of horns though. I think it's cool. It's unique to him as well. The A drop sounds are all good. The only thing is the faint high-end screech. It doesn't need to be there in my opinion. But I am glad that it's not annoying. It's, as you can see, is here. It's there. It's not annoying. I just don't think it needs to be there. B drop was a good change, but nothing to add. Overall, gave it an 8.5. Up next, we have Baw with Daemons in Fenestra. I believe that means demons in my window or something like that. I'm not totally sure, but I heard that from someone else. I love the strings, the piano, the sheer ambiance that is here in this introduction. Nothing short of Ba here. The A drop sounds are awesome. This is actually growing on me since the trailer is what I wrote down, which is true. I was listening to the trailer and I'm like, who is this? This is disgusting. I don't like this, like disgusting in a bad way. But as I've listened to the trailer more and more, as I listen to this song, this is not the first time that I heard this song. It started to grow on me. So it really did start to grow on me. It's not your typical ball sound, but I don't really think I mind it. The B drop flow is nasty, and the speed changes on the main lead I think are really phenomenal. Overall, 8.5. Up next, we have the Bainbridge Genesis VIP. This was a long time coming, and back in the day, I loved Genesis by Bainbridge. Personally, I think the buildup is really long, so not a fan there. And then during the A chorus, I wrote, okay, won't lie, this is a huge disappointment, which I still stand with. It's just, it doesn't hit the same. I don't really know how else to say that. It just does not hit the same. The beat drop, in my opinion, is way too crowded, too glitchy, too all over the place. It's got no structure. Overall, I gave this a 3. Up next, we have Marsix with Gumptown. My word, this is a song for the ages. This one was the most intriguing to me on the trailer, so listening to it in full was amazing. The intro to build-up was not transitioned at all, as you just heard, unfortunately, but the flow and the sounds make up for it. That is disgusting. That is genuinely disgusting. Yeah. I've never heard something as unique as this, honestly. The midsection has some Tokyo Machine references. I don't know if anyone else has been catching up on this, or have caught any of this, but it literally sounds like a muffled Tokyo Machine, either melody or just song in general. It literally sounds like it. So I don't know. If you hear that too, let me know. The beat drop is phenomenal. It doesn't sound like too much, and the mix is incredibly well done. Overall, 9.5. Up next, we have OG Nixon with Execute. The guitar and trap intro, as you're hearing, is really cool, in my opinion, but the fake out is kind of meh. The drop is also slightly underwhelming. The snare is way too absent. I need something not as staccato. It sounds very short. I would think that this song would need something a little longer. The A drop, that's it for the snare. I would love for it to be longer and louder. The A drop B section is a good change, but nothing super special. The mid section goes back to guitar and drums, which I don't really know if I like that. And then the B drop sustain is gross and not in a good way. Overall, 4.5. Up next, we have Decimate, Blank Face, Blood Thinners, and XAE, or Zay, I believe. Maybe, I don't know. Personally, I've never been a fan of Decimate. I have tried so hard with Decimate. I have tried to really like his music, and I can't. I just cannot like Decimate's music, and this song does not change that, unfortunately. The idea is really meh. There's nothing new here to grasp onto, in my humble opinion. The beat drop is basically no change, it's only a flow change, therefore I'm only going to give it a 3.5. Up next, we have Resurge and Roy with Plinko. The pad, as you're hearing right now in the intro, is so cool. I love this. I love it. I said, quote, wait, why do I like this? Simple yet hits. And I'm talking about the A chorus. I think it's just really cool, personally. The sounds used are really good, kind of catchy in a way. The beat drop is nothing too special, but it's still pretty fun. Overall, 7.5. Up next, we have Yoked with XXXX Gold. The sounds are okay. This is for the A drop. Not as punchy as I would like it for it to be. The idea here is kind of meh. The beat drop is kind of cool, but still not memorable in my opinion. Overall, a 5. Up next, we have Butte Noise with Can't Deny. The sound design, the flow, all this entire song is really good. Same with the Beyond Ape EP as well. I am just not the biggest fan of Butte Noise. So this is incredibly respectable, sorry. It's just not for me. Like, it's good. I like it. I would not come back to it. Overall, I gave this a 6. Up next, we have Subdocta and Computa with Swag Dads. This is the exact same as the last track. I respect it. It's really well done. It's not for me. This is also, I feel like, old EDM in a way, and for me, I'm just so out of that. Overall, I gave this a 5. Up next, we have Molly and Voxon with Tremble. A drop is really cool. I love the delivery, the sounds, the idea. I just wish it was more in your face. The B drop is really good, but nothing special or too different. I feel like this song was made in a rush in a way, or at least it kind of gives off that vibe. Overall, gave this a 7. Okay, I don't even want to talk about this song. This is Zabor with Rhythm Anthem. Let me find the part, actually. I'll let this...
Hey, want to hear the most annoying sound in the world?
That is indeed the most annoying sound I've ever heard. And I wrote this down. Production-wise is all fine. It sounds good in a way. But why did you choose this to go on Knights of the Round Table? You have better music than this, in my opinion. Overall, I gave this a 3.5. Up next, we have Chibs and Duffy with Spud. The production here is really good, just not fully on board with the idea quite yet. It might grow on me, though. I have no idea. The B drop is kind of cool, and this one might grow on me. All here is done well. Overall, a 6.5. Y'all, I don't even want to talk about this song. This is Limpasketty with Toomp. And I wrote down, time for a goofy-aw song. And this is indeed a goofy-aw song. But at the same time, I hate how I actually like this. I can't. I'm just here existing and I'm kind of bopping to it. I'm sorry. I feel like people are gonna hate me for liking this song. I gotta say though, this cowbell slaps so hard. Freaking love it. I wrote this down. Definitely not a song I'd listen to whenever I want, but if it appeared on shuffle in a playlist, I wouldn't skip it. So there you go. No change in B drop, sad, but cowbell in all caps. The cowbell was changed a bit and I just freaking love it. The high end sound at the very end was not needed. Literally why? Again, I hate how good this is. 6.5.
My bicycle isn't broken.
Oh, I'm glad your bicycle isn't broken as well. Up next, we have Pike with Back for More. In my opinion, intro is very lackluster and there is zero buildup, so it made the drop not as impactful in my opinion. This song is really simple rhythm. There's not too much flow here. There's like basically no midsection. It's just ambiance, and that's the same with the intro and the outro. And there's zero change in the beat drop, so there is nothing unique in this song in my opinion. It is a 4 out of 10. Up next we have Squishy and Yunit with The Booze Bandits. The opening vocal line is whack, LOL is what I wrote. Quote, okay ew for the A chorus. The sustain is not needed. It was really good up until that point. I feel like the song sounds like so many other songs on this exact comp. I'm not sure if that's just me though. And then I said beat drop, what the heck? I like that. Those sounds and just the fact that they even came up with that idea is really cool. I don't know how well it works though. The ending skit and sounds are meh, so I could, give that up. Overall, 5.5. Up next, we have Dyadic, Wretched, and Robbie Rosen with On the Edge. The lyrics are really done here, but the intro is kind of old EDM sounding. As you can see here, you got the vocal chops and stuff. That really just reminds me of like 2018 Monster Cat. The riser in the back is meh, but the drop itself is really good. Once again, not finding anything super special with most of these songs that sound like this. The beat drop is a good change. Overall, I give it a 6. Next up, we have Vampa and Chromatic with Astral Projection. I gotta say, I don't know if people will hate me for this, but the sound design is incredibly lacking here. I'll just let you listen. I hate to say this, but this sounds like someone's first attempt at dubstep. This is just not it. Not it. This is a 3. Up next, we have Tracy with Dislocated. This drop is insane. I love the bass, the distortion, the sounds, everything about this drop, or at least the A drop, is amazing. That high-end sound at the end of the phrases, I freaking love it. It sounds like a shooting star almost, but it's just like, it adds so much to the piece. I'll let you listen here a little bit. Right there. That is so cool. I love that. I absolutely love that. A drop B section is disgusting. I love the snare because this different sound makes it stand out. And I believe it's even playing here. It's more held back, but I kind of like it in a way. The B drop is great, really solid, but it's kind of short. Overall, I gave this a 9. Up next, we have Nerve with Sword Logic. The A drop is a great flow. I love the glitchiness and the fills and everything that it's got going on. The B drop is a phenomenal new take on the idea. I love the tempo change that it has. And B drop B section, quarter notes. Those quarter notes are just phenomenal. You can't go wrong with that. Overall, gave this a 9. Up next, we have Deuces and Blade with Dodgeball. There's not too much to really listen to here besides the lead, so it makes it a little boring in my opinion. The B section is a good change, but I think that there are better options than a high-end sustain. Quote, yeah, it's okay. 5.5. And last but not least, we have Wellen, It Was Nice. I love this idea, but the execution does not deliver, in my opinion. I love Wellen. Wellen is one of my favorite producers at his size. I love Wellen. The execution just doesn't deliver on this one though, but the idea itself is really good. I would love to see something different here. It's held back too much. Like, I feel like it just wants to go further and harder and deeper, but it's just held back, unfortunately. Someone said this in another recap video I was watching, but the title of this track, It Was Nice, sums up the entire compilation, and I totally agree with them. The beat drop is really cool, very different, and fits the idea, but the execution still lacks. Overall, I gave this a 6.5. And that, my friends, is the entire Knights of the Round Table Volume 6 compilation. Let me know what you think down in the comments. This compilation, like I said, it was nice. I think another better word was it was all right. It was meh. There were some hidden gems in this compilation. There were also some songs like the Vampa song. That's just like also Rhythm Anthem by Zabor. Why? Just no. Yeah. So this compilation was very interesting. I also feel like it was way too long. I don't know what it is about 30 tracks, but just running through 30 tracks, at least as a reviewer, or even like as a listener, when I was listening to the Indefinite Resistance compilation, there was 32 songs on the Resistance compilation. Watching the video from Jote, him reviewing it, it was over an hour long. And then also reviewing this compilation, just as a reviewer, but also just as a listener. If there's 30 songs on a compilation, it makes it really tedious to go through all of them if I want to hear all of them. It makes it really tedious. And the thing is about this compilation as well, a lot of these songs sound the exact same. They sound so similar to each other. And sometimes, therefore, it's just hard to go through 30 different songs, some of which sound the exact same. That's just my humble opinion. Let me know what you think on the compilation down below. If you like this video, subscribe, like. I am not sitting in this chair usually. I am usually up and about and moving around, and you'll be seeing videos here in the future of me doing that because I have a bunch of videos to edit and they're all going to be coming out at some point. So stick around for that, and I hope you all have a fantastic day, night, evening, whatever you're at. Enjoy, stay safe. I'll catch you next time.